On the dish this morning, Chef Rich Torrisi and his most recent spot, Torrisi Bar and Restaurant. A reboot of one of his older restaurants, but on a much bigger scale. It's all part of Torrisi's bold approach. While his partners in the major food group started focusing on trendy destinations, including South Florida, Torrisi has gone all in on the new New York. And he put down for us one of the best spreads we have ever tasted.
Did you ever think when that closed, you'd be like, I want to do this again?
No, I thought I probably don't want to do this again.
Rich Torrisi is giving his first love a second chance. The original Torrisi Italian Specialties was a tiny gem of a spot that opened in 2009 and led to the creation of the major food group, which now owns restaurants around the world, including Carbone and Sedel's. Torrisi closed in 2015, but Rich became determined to bring it back and did so in a space 10 times as large. There's opening a restaurant as like a little art house movie, and then there's trying to open a restaurant as a blockbuster.
100%.
You're trying a blockbuster.
100%. But my hope is that it's a blockbuster that still has high-level craft and art inside of it.
Torrisi grew up just outside New York City and said he knew food would be his life when he was 5. His grandmother played a big role in raising him. Grandma Angie is currently 102 years old and joined us by the kitchen as Rich prepared one of his signatures, duck a la mulberry. Is this your favorite dish?
It's definitely a dish that's caused me to gain the most weight. There's no doubt about that.
Is she allowed to critique the dishes?
She's going to do it whether she's allowed to or not. That's what she's been doing for a very long time. She'd probably say that I'm going to make a mess as well.
What? Who's going to clean up?
How do you think he's doing?
Excellent. Chef.
Torrisi serves his carefully selected duck over fresh mustard with mulberry sauce. Look at that. Swiss chard and orange zest.
Duck a la mulberry.
That's fantastic.
Wow.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
And it smells amazing.
Delicious, Rich.
Like it?
Very good. This is the first time I've had duck.
Yeah.
At 102? Not a bad time to have it.
Yeah.
102.
Duck a la mulberry is one of those dishes that Torrisi has experimented with relentlessly. He is stubborn, introverted, unafraid. His restaurant partners have shifted much of their focus to South Florida. Torrisi said, respectfully, no.
I'm quadrupling down on New York.
Because?
Because I felt it. I was going space to space, and I thought, you know, anyone that business knows this, the best time to strike is when things look the worst.
Torrisi is located in the historic Puck Building, which was built in the 1890s and was once the home of the famed satirical magazine of the same name.
You know, when we walk down inside the building, we have the vaulted ceilings, the cast iron columns, these gigantic windows. These design features, they're 1 in a million. And that's what we look to do at the restaurant. We look to just really highlight the amazing things that our space had that other spaces just don't have.
Today, the Puck Building is the canvas for Torrisi's creativity, which included cucumbers New Yorkese, meant to remind you of the flavors found in a classic New York pickle barrel. Octopus na trang, inspired by a nearby Vietnamese restaurant that Torrisi frequents. Italian and American hams with zeppoli.
These are zeppoli that we fry to order. So the idea is you take a zeppoli, you take a little bit of this pineapple.
Light.
Very light.
Yeah.
Super light. Take a little bit of this pineapple. We call it mostarda. It's made with mustard seeds, mustard oil. And you take a piece of the ham and you just kind of let it fold right on top of the zeppoli and you eat it.
That's awesome.
We get to showcase things, 2 hams that are radically different from each other. This ham is from Kentucky. It's done in the traditional American way. It's salt cured, it's smoked, right? This ham is from outside Bologna, from a small town. It's made in the traditional Parma Italian way. It's cured way longer, it's softer, it's more delicate.
There was also tortellini pomodoro and bass dogana, accompanied by the House Negroni, a dirty martini, and a grapefruit and tonic.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fantastic. For dessert, an indulgent affogato.
It's a simple matter of a little bit of fudge, mascarpone mousse in between, and a nice thick layer of the espresso granita on top.
Also, frozen yogurt served in a pomelo shell with a jam made of Campari and grapefruit, a Sicilian date cake, and almond cheesecake.
You don't dream small.
No. Huge.
It's amazing.
It's big.
Every dish, it's like trying to hit it out of the park.
I dream as big as I could possibly dream, because I feel like, what's the downside? I feel like as long as you can legitimately believe it, that's kind of the rule I hold myself to when I'm dreaming. As long as I can believe that I can make it real, then it doesn't matter to me how big it is. Because the belief is the most important thing about a dream. You have tons of dreams, but if you lack the belief, it doesn't matter at all. You'll never get it.
I just thought that was such a great point. A lot of people have dreams, but if you don't believe and you don't take it, I mean, people say we never get days back, and it's true.
Right.
But if you're not taking action, that career you want,
Doesn't
that
happen.
hobby you want to pursue, the book you want to write, whatever it is, do it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Take that first step.
And because there's nothing here, I owe you.
You're taking us
doing
there.
a threesome dinner. We're doing dinner for 3.
Yeah, sure we are.
Thank you. I wasn't even going to. Thank you.
At Torrisi.
Jeff,
Nice.
I'm
I'm
waiting.
waiting.
Should I, what's in your
should
mug
I hold
there?
my
Nice.
breath?
Are you sure there's coffee in
Nice.
that mug?
Hold my breath.
By the
Hold
way.
Yes.
Ellie or whoever did
By the
this
way,
background.
and the restaurant looks so beautiful.
It is
I kept
gorgeous.
saying that. The food looks amazing, but look how gorgeous that space is.
There it is. It
Yeah.
does.